today, we've got some serious upgrades. I've got the goods.
You got the goods.
We got a lot of goods actually.
Came in the mail?
Yes. 3 big packages from our friends over at PRL.
What you doing, Dustin?
You know, we're getting these laps in. Whoa.
He's gonna die. Don't do that in real life, please.
I'm still learning how to use our sim here. We have like the most basic sim setup, but the goal is just to like get a lay of the land before we go to COTA, because I can't go race at Circuit of the Americas and then have no idea where we're at or what we're doing. So the goal is just to hopefully get a better understanding of the track. So when we go there, I'm a little bit prepared. So from now until March 9th, I had to put at least 10 laps in on the sim at Circuit of the Americas. So before we hop into actually setting up our race car for the event, let's hop into our virtual race car and get some laps in. So I think I have the lay of the track down. We just gotta get the car dialed in, you know? We'll do one more lap and then we'll go over it. Once I figure this thing out. Now to play with the car. But now we gotta go actually work on the real car now. Okay, really quickly guys, we're taking a quick break in today's video. Give a big thank you to our video sponsor, Pelote Shoes. Pelote is an automotive lifestyle brand that adopts technology found in professional race boots and marries that with lifestyle footwear. Save 15% off your order! The Drift sneaker is handcrafted in Portugal using Italian nubuck and leather. It features laser perforated logos and an antimicrobial moisture wicking lining and insole to keep your feet from getting stinky. The outsole features planted technology in the heel to allow for smoother movements in the pedal box, along with rounded edges to prevent catching on pedals. The sole is really flexible and gives an amazing pedal feel. This specific shoe is a fan favorite and the best seller for Pelote. Also, the Drift comes in 4 colorways. You can check them out on pelote.com, and you can use my code Dustin15 to save 15% off of your order. The quality on this Pelote shoes are insane, and if you guys want to check these out for yourselves, I'm gonna go ahead and leave Pelote's website down in the description box below. It's gonna be the first link that you guys see in the description box. And like I said, if you guys use my code Dustin15, it's gonna save you guys 15% off of your order, as well as free shipping and free returns. All of my track drivers know when you put your race shoes on versus your tennis shoes, it makes a big difference, and these are right on that bar. They're sick. Save 15% off. Use my code Dustin15. Check out the first link down below. Let's hop back in today's video. We got a lot of stuff here. That's box number 2 and box number 3. So if you guys haven't been staying up to date on the Type R build here, you guys need to go catch yourselves up with the previous episodes, because a lot has happened. Our most previous track day, our turbo blew. Then we wanted to test out to make sure it was a turbo. It was in fact the turbo. Well, our friends over at PRL got in touch with us and said they wanted to hook us up and help us out for Global Time Attack at Circuit of the Americas, and they really hooked us up, and I'm super stoked for today. First of all, if you guys want any of this stuff for your car, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link to PRL down in the description box below. They have stuff for all kinds of cars, but especially if you're a Honda fan, they got Type R stuff, they have Accord stuff, they have Civic stuff. It's awesome. And the best part about this is a lot of this stuff you can use for your Accord and other models as well. So watch this, it's gonna be awesome. We got a lot to go through. Let's go ahead and start with the unboxing, and we'll move to installing. We got a lot of juice today, Tim. Are you ready for this?
I'm super ready. We need to get this car going. We don't have enough time left.
We have like 3 weeks until COTA, and we still have to install all this stuff, get it tuned, get the car prepped. We have new tires because we can't run these tires. It's just a lot. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and start the unboxing. Number 1, let's start with the big box here. This is gonna be PRL's new intake. Now, what's so special about this is that the throttle body is massive. This is huge, much bigger over than stock. So the thing with this is that we are gonna need a tune to start the car. So we're gonna install all this stuff today, but because it is so different, we can't start it. It is gonna need a tune. Now, yes, this means we do have to get rid of our HKS intake, unfortunately, but this is gonna have much more performance benefits than the HKS well, even though the HKS looks so sick with the carbon fiber. This is gonna benefit us a lot more on the track. So we have Purell's massive, awesome intake. Look at this, look at the size of this filter. This is like,
That's a big boy.
this is double the HKS. It's gonna be sick. The HKS intake will probably be for sale, so if anybody is looking to get that, message Tim. Tim Rose and take care of that.
Yes, I will.
Once we start installing, we'll show you guys all the pieces that it comes with, but everything that you need to install this is in this kit. Piping, filter, all your clamps, all of the wiring stuff. I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of important. Yeah, we're good to go there. Next up, something that I really wanted from the very start of just doing the first turbo upgrade on the car is the inlet. And it's not just any inlet pipe. Check this out. A lot of you guys, actually almost all of you guys, recommended that we get the PRL titanium turbo inlet pipe, and that's exactly what we did. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is a big upgrade to your stock inlet pipe, which is just the cast. This is gonna look beautiful. It's gonna give us a lot more airflow, especially paired with the huge intake that we got. This is gonna be a sick piece. This is also a part of the inlet that goes to the turbo here, which is very nice and cast. Look how nicely it's all been cut out. Very, very beautiful piece with the PRL logo right on the side. Very nice. This also comes with everything that you need to install. Now, the juiciest of the juicy parts that everybody has been waiting for, all the questions that I've been getting, what are we gonna replace the blown turbo with? And I'm happy to announce that we got PRL's brand new P700. Oh God, it's big. It's big. It's 700 turbo. So let's go ahead and take a look at this guy because it is beautiful. So the casting on this is absolutely insane. The build quality is insane. Take a look at this juicy boy. This is the P700.
Jeez, that's massive.
It's massive.
Gave you a blow. It must need a stronger blow valve.
Yeah, so I told Tim yesterday when I took a look at it, I was like, this looks a lot bigger than what we put.
Is-
We should go get it and show it.
Yeah, go get it.
Okay. So this is previous, and this is new.
That's it's quite a massive difference there.
Okay, really quickly, I wanted to hop on and talk to you guys a little bit about the P700 Turbo. It is freaking sick. This is PRL's quickest and fastest drop-in turbocharger. It has 600 horsepower capabilities without sacrificing any spool, which is going to be really nice for us on the track. A billet 304 stainless steel dual ceramic ball bearing CHRA was implemented for reduced weight and improved durability. Also, this is super cool about it. Increased cooling capacity has been provided by the CHRA's larger water jacket. That's really cool. Purell's high efficiency compressor wheel is significantly taller than most billet compressor wheel upgrades and features the latest technology in aerodynamics. This is a larger compressor wheel diameter in comparison to their P600 turbocharger, which allows for drastically decreased shaft speeds. This high efficiency turbine wheel also features the latest technology in aerodynamics for optimal spool and power. A larger wastegate actuator bore also lowers back pressure. So to sum it up in short, this turbo is absolutely sick and it's gonna rip on the Type R. All right, let's hop back into the video. So I believe that this specific turbo is rated for 600 horsepower, which is insane. Obviously, we're not gonna be running that much because I've heard some stories about transmission problems ranging in the 450 to 500 horsepower range, which is honestly probably where we're gonna stay. But that's okay. Yes, we may have transmission issues at that power level, but for this specific weekend, we're gonna need all that we can get. Coda's a big track, it's a fast track. This car doesn't have aero. We're limited to a 220 treadwear tire. We're gonna have to squeeze every little bit of power that we can get out of this thing to hopefully keep up with our competition. So that's where PRL comes in. We're getting all the sauce from them. Huge thank you. And like I said, if you guys want any of this stuff, the link to PRL will be down in the description box below. Now, without wasting any more time today, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's get started installing stuff. We're going full send on the Type R. So we figured our plan of action here. Number one is obviously to get out our beautiful HKS dry carbon intake. This is one of my favorite pieces of the car. Unfortunately, we need more performance out of it. So we're gonna take out our HKS dry carbon intake here. Very nice. And then we're gonna start backwards. We're gonna go ahead, put the turbo in. From the turbo, do the inlet, and from the inlet, do the new intake. As we go through the car, since we're tearing it down, we're gonna go ahead and do a lot of maintenance stuff, make sure everything's running okay. We drained all the coolant out of it. We're gonna do new coolant, new oil, and just make sure that everything's generally just looking good, because like I keep saying, COTA's a big track. We're gonna be under a lot of pressure, a lot of power with this car. So we're gonna make sure everything's in tip-top shape. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's go ahead and get started. Tim's almost done taking out the HKS intake. Then we can start putting in the new turbo. Before we do that, I'm gonna keep talking for a little bit. Gotta give a big thank you to our friend Robert. He actually sent us over some titanium turbo studs, which these are gonna be a lot nicer than OEM and have a lot less potential to break than our stock ones are. And these just look really, really cool. So huge thank you to him. He ended up not using them for himself, so he figured that since we're doing all this work, we could use them. So huge thank you to Robert. Oh God, shit. While Tim starts on the intake portion of what we're gonna be doing today, I'm gonna go and take off everything that we have on our older turbo and put it onto the new turbo so this thing's ready to slap on in. All right, our brand new P700 PRL turbo is complete and ready to go into the car. We even put the new turbo studs on. These look beautiful. Tim, bro, are you ready to install the new turbo?
I'm ready to get this car going because we don't have enough time left.
Yeah. So I'm actually very excited to see how the car's gonna sound with the bigger intake and new blow-off valve and all that good stuff. It's gonna be really cool, but most importantly, how it's going to perform. So we've done this 3 times now, so we know pretty much what we gotta do. So let's go ahead, just slide her in. We have a lot more room now that Tim got the intake out. We can check that out real fast. Look at all this room we have here.
Yeah, you still got this in the way, so really...
That's true. So it's not really that much room, but you get the point. Okay, everything's on. We put our lines on. We put our inlet pipe on. I think we're ready to rock, right?
Do you remember how to do this?
Yeah.
What do you need first, though?
Gasket. The gasket.
I'll go grab it for you.
Thank you.
It was stuck inside of the other gasket. Sick.
Sure. Very nice, beautiful gasket here. I'm guessing it goes like this. Okay.
Success.
P700.
Now just to get all the lines on.
Yes. Yeah, that's sick. So still stock placement, a lot better in multiple different ways. So very stoked. Now it's just to button everything up and then we can do inlet to intake. Tim, we got a code red mission. We have to stop everything at the shop and we gotta go. Ceasefire here, okay? We got, what's this called? Code red. Mission Overlord. That's what this is called.
Overlord?
Mission Overlord. I don't know why that's the first thing that popped in my head. Spur of the moment action. We are heading to a local Toyota dealership to go see. This could either go one of 2 ways. We could either get the car or we couldn't get the car. So